Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to this Saturday afternoon matchup in the Hyrule bracket of the Zelda 1 Randomizer Random Forest Tournament 2025. Got a matchup for you today between FurySK, the number 2 seed, and DEM Gaming, the number 63 seed. I'm Smilefires. I am joined by Tracy M on commentary today. Hello, Tracy.
Hey, Smile. Yeah, I mean, Dem Gaming, one of the 2 and 4s, has snuck into the brackets with a better strength of schedule. Fury having played really well this tournament so far, just losing to, having that tie to Jay Coper and the loss to number 1 seed Caffey. So coming in here with a very strong record. But as we've seen in some of the previous races, get a 5-try seed and don't pick the right dungeon, your tournament life could be done after today.
Yeah, I don't want to say like seeds are meaningless, but it's really proven that anybody can win in these flags.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are
Lake
started
start.
on Candle Row.
Yeah, not my favorite start spot because all the open games are a few screens away. Don't have a candle yet, so I can't burn the bushes.
Yeah, we do get to peek into First Quest level 1, and we find some gambling.
No money to gamble with, so we're just gonna leave.
Oh, I love when there are rocks in unexpected places. Like,
I know, right?
it's just like in the middle of the wood by the water. It's, I guess they should have a falling rock sign or something like that.
All right, so we'll get some divergence. It's kind of what I Oh, yeah, Fury's gonna go straight for the Death Mountain sword possibility. Interesting choice. Huge lead if you get it here. Looks like he's going to lose just about a minute if it's not. Dem's going to go ahead and check these Armo spots to the east. I actually thought Fury was going to go for the Armo spots in the west first.
True, because, like, Armos item also an important priority. The raft is our Armos item.
Yeah, it's not what you're hoping to find as your Armo site. It opens up 2 locations, often opening up nothing because those raft locations are not highly favored to have dungeons, but they could.
Yeah, I think, like, if... Like, we had the SGL 2022 tournament where it was a forced heart, and I almost think some people would prefer that to the raft.
Yeah, unless that raft is going to open something. Yeah, I don't want to see it. I mean, it's even worse when we don't have wood sword blocks on, because, like, if we have wood sword blocks on, the sword could be on the raft spot, which is kind of fun when that happens. We don't have wood sword blocks on, so the raft is not going to be gating that sword.
Yeah, and so there is the vanilla Armo spot check for Fury. DEM, meanwhile, is going to get a look at some more open caves over here as Fury finds bombs for 30, arrows for 65.
Good arrow price, horrible bomb price. And we don't have any money to buy them anyway.
Yeah, where's that going to come from? Level 2 is in the northeast.
Alright, we'll see how... probably see a few rooms in this level 2. Level 5 for Fury, we'll probably see a few rooms at level 5.
Let's take a look, see if there's anything free. There's our heart.
Free heart, we take that. Looks like we're not gonna be able to do much in this level 2 without bombs. Fear's gonna see if he can pirouette. Do get a bomb hole.
Alright, cool.
And yeah, nothing we can do there.
Yeah.
But if the white sword item shows up, 4 hearts could be enough to pick it up.
We've got a chance. Oh, that's a Pulse Voice set in DEM's level 2 there.
Yeah, it looks like we're not finding anything out of that level 2.
All right.
He's gonna go ahead and do the vanilla level 6 spot. And we find level 3 up here too.
Okay then.
Potion shop at level 6. Free bomb pack is really nice, especially in that corner. There's some bomb, 2 free bomb pack.
Another one. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, and we'll point out that 2 block room. Oh my God, there's a free white sword.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay, so now we can do stuff. What I was gonna point out is where that bomb pack was with the 2 blocks, since we don't have remove most open staircases on. That is never going to push. You're not going to have, in a non-open stair, you're not going to have a drop in the same room as a stair.
Finally found her a small secret, which I believe was 13.
Given that he has 13 rupees, I'm going to say it was 13.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this. So white sword early is the kind of thing that can make a difference. Also, blue candle for 77 is
Yeah.
unpleasant.
Yeah, well, we probably have to buy that. I say probably because, the red candle could show up and or the, uh, might not need a candle. Interesting he's leaving this level 3. Maybe gonna go back to 2?
We could give that another try if we want. Yeah.
I don't think Fury's gonna take too long to get up there. We're gonna get some more money, another 13. Because he's gonna get the raft at the Armo spot, and he'll have a few choices from there. Some runners will go to prioritize the waterfall, others will prioritize those northeast open caves. Some will go down to the forest. I like doing the northeast open caves because there's a bunch of open caves in this area, and they all could have your sword.
And depending on your seed, this can be like a huge pain to walk back to as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of, like, this is chock full of good stuff. Like, it's got your open caves for sword potential. It's got 3 different Armo spots as you walk down the east side. But he does have his raft.
Alright, Fury has his raft. Fury's going to find level 2. He's going to go a little bit in level 2. And then he'll get knocked out and probably head over to level 3. The question is, does he stay in level 3 long enough to get that sword?
A nice little cute 3-room segment in 2. And something I didn't realize initially is Fury was on the crew for one of DM's Swiss matches, so it could be scoping out the competition a little bit.
Yeah. Now there's a Triforce at a level 2 for Dem Gaming, but he's gonna leave it, still wants to find that floor item. Fury's gonna find level 3. And it's important that he stay in here long enough to find that white sword. There's not a whole lot blocking, and basically my philosophy is as long as you can just keep moving, I keep moving.
Yeah.
I don't like it when you start trying to kill things with candles and bombs and stuff, and there's the white sword for Fury, so.
Yeah, he had no reason not to just walk through those open doors. And then you get to this, and it's like, it's not too bad of a room. Take this on.
It's a compass, yeah. Fury might go ahead and finish this level 3 out. I would try to finish this level 3 out. See a map. Yeah, this is just a handful more rooms. Unless I get faced with one of those. Oh, well, this is a problem. This could drop a key, though. And this may be what knocked Dem Gaming out.
Could also take our 5th heart out of here.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah. I mean, we haven't seen the white sword item yet, so, give ourselves a 66% chance of picking that up.
Did he just clear that room and then clip into the stairs anyway?
Yep. It's still a little faster.
Yeah, fair enough.
It just kind of depends on how you're feeling right now. Looks like he's not going to go into level 2, at least not until he's bombed this spot. Yeah, a little surprised Fury doesn't go back into level 2. Try and get some keys to finish up level 3. But I guess he could just do both of them at the same time. Dem's going to grab the Triforce, and we'll see if he goes back in.
Oh, our door repair charge is hefty.
Alright, Fury just wanted to do those caves nearby, so he's going to go back into level 2.
Yeah, we found small levels. Nice place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. That 5-block room is not going to drop. We know, well, I mean, it could push. We do have a segment. Fury doesn't know that there's a segment. The segment could have the item. So that manhandle might need to be killed in order to get the item.
Yeah, DM has seen all or almost all of the main portion at this point. So, I think we might have to head. Well, also, he's still clearing those rooms, so probably skip them earlier.
Yep. Yeah, none of this combat in this dungeon is particularly bad. Some of it's slow. Pole's voice is not going to ever be a fast enemy to kill.
Well, again, where early White Sword can come in handy is dealing 2 damage at a time to them is much better than 1.
There is. But what's interesting here is, you know, Fury having done a lot more overworld exploration before even getting here, and is now kind of caught up, you know, hasn't picked up the Triforce out of here yet.
And the wand for DEM, as I also looked and saw our tracker Chaos Finale filled us in that the segment had nothing. So.
Alright. Oh, there's this, yeah, in fact, this is the stair to the segment right here. So I believe also the Triforce room, which is why I should have known that this was the stair to the segment. It's an open stair. And Dem's gonna take those 2 keys back into level 3, probably go ahead and get that Triforce Heart for Fury. I don't think Dem saw that. In fact, definitely did not see that. Unless he missed the heart in level 3. That is a guaranteed White Sword item for Fury, which is nice.
The heart was really fast in 3 as well.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2 rooms past the... It was the room that was key blocked. Alright, chat saying Dem got the level 3 heart, so he missed the level 2 heart.
All settled then.
Go to the segment. And yeah, Dem also doesn't have the map to level 3, which, you know, cost him a little bit of time going into that old man room. Alright, there was a key in this segment, so that's gonna help out, because we need, yeah, look at this. Dem Gaming goes up here, we need another key to get to the Triforce, and it does not drop.
Yeah, wow. And Orange Wizards rolled up, so... Not the most pleasant clear.
Yeah. So, gonna have to leave level 3 again. Fury continuing to look for this wand is gonna go ahead and open this door.
Yeah, we are pretty set for combat.
Oh, there's the wand.
Well guarded by Rupee
Wand
Boss.
plus White Sword, 12 minutes in, yeah, I take that. So if Fury goes back into level 3 thinking he's going to clear it, he's going to be mistaken. He's also got 1 key, and it's going to open the door he knows is there, and then that's going to be it. There won't be another key.
So already
and level 4's up there, up here too.
It's fantastic.
And you know what? I like this from Fury. He says, you know what? I don't need to get this Triforce out of 3 right now. I may never need to get this Triforce out of 3. I've got the item. Let's just move on. If I get every quarter, I easily can get back up here because I've beaten level 2 and have that Triforce. So he's going to move on and join Dem Gaming in level 4.
Yeah, both players still in lockstep, but it makes sense because it's small levels. We're fine in levels. We have combat to do them. We have bombs. The key situation could be better, but we're managing.
Heart in the stair of level 4, which means the item will be on the floor.
It's reminding me of a seed where, like, 8 out of 9 dungeons were on the eastern side of the map.
Yeah.
And you also started, I think, at the Coast Cave or next to it. So,
wow.
Yeah, you could just ignore, like, the entire southwest and Death Mountain if you wanted.
Alright, Fury's gonna get the heart. There's the Triforce for Dem.
Pretty speedy 4, getting both the heart and the Triforce already.
Getting some good better keys than we had before. Haven't seen a map yet.
I don't remember if I said it earlier in the broadcast, but I think the combat situation is, like, good enough right now to keep this competitive regardless of what else happens in here. Because, like, as you were saying, it's Wand White Sword. It's a great combo.
There's the ladder. Alright, Fury's gonna have a faster level 4 than Dem is gonna have. He's already picked up that Triforce. Fury is gonna pick up that Triforce right now.
Well, it's great that you get the ladder and then get to walk right back out the NSU room with it, so...
Yeah.
DM will get to do that now.
Yeah, and the other nice thing here is you're not that far from the coast, so whereas I think both runners are probably going to go check out the waterfall area, I might just head over, grab the coast, grab the raft spot, and get we find level 9.
Level 9's here as well?
Wow!
How many do we need? 5 units.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, that's the scary number. That is always the scary number, and Dem's gonna go right back to level 3 to get that Triforce. Honestly, I don't go back to level 3 and pick up the Triforce there until I've got 4. Because I want to, I don't know if maybe he didn't see 9 yet. In fact, he didn't see 9.
Yeah, you just turn right back around the other way.
Yeah, just get that Triforce before entering level 9, because it gives you the refill. You don't have to get it now. You've already gotten your items out here. There's nothing else here for you.
39 is our
39
medium secret.
For the mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one below the maximum of the mid secret, so that's really good.
Yeah, Macior, another 5er. Now we're headed to the coast item to see what that is.
I think we're gonna check this raft spot, see if our Armos item actually did anything for us.
Not here.
Get some money at least.
Yeah, okay, we'll take that. We can afford a candle and arrows now.
Yay.
Oh, I hear the joy in your voice.
And we get a recorder. That's actually really good, because now when you're for Fury, when he's ready to go to 9, he just recorders back to 2, gets the Triforce out of 3, assuming he even needs it at that point, and then goes straight to 9 with that refill.
Yeah, and we've done absolutely no overworld as well, and so now we get to do a lot of it for the first time with a recorder.
Yeah, I mean, Fury's done a lot of the western spots that Dem has not even touched, so he's gaining on that overworld clear advantage.
Just continuing to stack the money. I can't remember the exact screen, but I believe it's like Death Armos or below.
Okay. We might have to go back to the start area to get it.
Yeah, Chaos says below Death Armos.
At least that's the one. Yeah, I mean, unless it's the rare shop, we should find another one. But yeah, it's not going to be nice if it is the rare shop. Yeah, I'm not going to be too happy if I'm Fury and I have to walk all the way back there to get that candle and not being able to burn the spots on the way. But not terrible either, because, at some point you can just go ahead and up-A back to the start spot, which is on Candle Row, which isn't that far away from. Alright, we're going to record her back to 4, I think. Well, okay, we're going to record her back to 2.
And DEM has finished out 3.
We're going to check potion prices. We're going to buy an 85 rupee potion. Little surprised without having bought arrows yet. Still going to have plenty of money for a candle, but not going to be able to buy both candle and Fury's going to go ahead and finish out this level 3. Okay, a little surprised. That potion might have been hedging his bets on the possibility of Blue Wizrobe, but I still would leave this. There's just no reason to do this right now. And given that it's a 5 Triforce seed, if you happen upon Triforces in other dungeons while looking for a bow that you need and silvers that you need, you might never have to do this.
I feel like this has got to feel really uncomfortable with it being 5 because of how few items we've seen. It's similar
Yeah.
to another race the other day where we've got overworld items already. So a lot of our important ones are checked off, and then, like, well, so Bo still has constraints, but a lot of the other stuff can be anywhere.
Yep. Yeah, I'm Fury, this is not what I want. If I'm Dem Gaming, I'm like, yeah, give me the 5 Triforce seed. Let me find the bow someplace dumb where Fury maybe misses it and I can score that upset.
So floor item in big level 7.
Yep, something like that. But yeah, and this is why if I'm Fury, I'm not doing this now. There's literally nothing to be gained for doing this now. He's not spending a ton of time doing it, so it's not as bad as it could be. Like, I think he's gotten through this still, again, faster. Like, even with combat upgrades and things being more equalized, you know, Fury's combat is still going to be better, and he's still going to go through rooms faster in general. Yeah, and, you know, chat making a good point. Dem didn't ever find level 9. Which
Yeah,
is interesting in its own right.
But as with the other point that chat made, he now has Recorder as well, and has an express trip back there.
Whenever he wants.
So with all those levels we found early, we're still finishing up the Armo spots at 20 minutes.
I know, right? That is not where that bomb goes. We're gonna whistle the desert, see if there's anything here. Potion shop. Alright, I think Fury's gonna go ahead and finish up this Lost Hills waterfall area.
Yeah, we're seeing the screen scroll to first quest level 5. DM is also back up here and can also record the desert, or as much as of it as he wants. There's the sword.
Hey, there's a sword, yeah. If extra candles are on, we could get a free candle there. It is not, so no candle there today. And unfortunately, I think we're down below the candle price for Fury now that he's hit a couple of door repairs, but maybe we'll, you know, kill enough of these, yeah. I was gonna say, these stealthos would like to give money. We're gonna buy, yeah, not gonna buy arrows, because hasn't bought the candle yet. I think that's the right call. There's there's the information about level 9 for Dem.
Now, are our ladder river spots going to be anything today? Well, I did get the chance to see our door repair is the max minus 25.
They both open.
Oh, this level.
We get something better
7.
here? Oh, level 7. Now, are we going to do level 7? We're going to do level 7. When it's a 5-try seed, there's a tendency to just do what the game gives you to do. And I think most of the time that's the right answer, because you just, you know, want to get those 5 Triforces. And then if you're still looking for a bow, Dem goes in and buys those arrows. He hasn't seen a candle shop. Might think that 54 rupees is going to be enough. We know it's not.
We got a question from chat about why folks check Waterfall before Vanilla Whitesword Cave. And yeah, I believe that's to do with the Whitesword Cave screen is pretty constrained in its movement, and it can have a pretty bad enemy set on it. Whereas Waterfall is always 2 tiles of mobility wide and gives you a little more room to work with. And it's
and I would say that's not even always true. If runners, a lot of times when runners are going to continue on and do these ladder river spots, it's not uncommon for them to go ahead and do the White Sword Cave first. Or, you know, in some cases they'll check and see what am I actually dealing with on this screen. And if it's not awful, you know, maybe they'll do it first and then come back down. And yeah, Dem finds level 7, takes an immediate death to the Lionels. We do see a map on Fury's side.
This is so awkwardly linear. Like, it will have a transport staircase in it, and maybe that'll help us out.
This might be it right here. We're gonna want to clear this room. This room will drop in level 7. Also, red Lionels tend to be an excellent health resource. And we get a compass. Fury's gonna go grab that compass first, just in case this is the transport, because that tells me he's gonna take the transport if it is a transport.
Yeah, we like Triforces, and maybe this will get us closer than having to walk the 9 or 10 rooms from here.
It takes us all the way as far as we can go, which is potentially fine, depending on where this item is. We do find ourselves a Gliok on the way. This is not Fury's more favorite enemy.
Ooh, 4 heads.
Yeah. He won't hesitate to pop that potion if he needs it, though. And another one! Somebody turn on extra bosses without telling us?
Well, I know Mako did for the upcoming Torneo Corto.
Yeah, he's turned on like everything in that Torneo. Yeah, Fury's gonna leave that second Gliok alone. We can't kill the Goma.
That's okay, he can stay on his... well, he's kind of in the water, but that's his island.
Another key. Another key. Key's becoming less of an issue.
Yeah, we're in one of those levels where you like to get key positive, and gonna get some of these Lionels out of the way, and we can collect Triforce if we want it right now.
He's got that potion if he needs it. Shouldn't in this room, other than the Beamos right now, as long as you stay in the door in between Wizrobe spawns, they will always spawn right there in the center. Nothing here. Gonna go one more room over.
This is really the projectile dungeon with the Lionels, the Wizrobe... oh!
Oh, this is not what you want to see. Yeah, we're gonna get an up A. We're not doing that room right now. It can't drop anyway. Fury's probably just gonna try and go straight up at this point. I'm not sure I saw what. I don't think Dem got all the way to that Wizard room. He also up 8 out of something. Okay, this is just going to be a key. For a moment there, I thought we were going to get a push block, but nope. Ah, we could be bow blocked. That's a little scary.
Very interesting.
But the good news is that one blue Wizard room is definitely not going to be, our item. That room won't drop in level 7, and because of the shutter door, it's not going to push.
Here he uses his last bomb, but yeah, can't quite afford that bomb upgrade, but... one more room to check over here.
Yeah, we're going to know pretty quickly where that item is. It's a floor. This very likely is going to be a floor something, heart or item. We're running out of places. It is a floor heart. So good news for our runners that extra Gliok that neither one of them killed. What? Fury, you had one more room. You had one more room that was accessible and you didn't go to it. That's a mistake. The room to the right of the bomb upgrade was accessible, I think? And that's gotta be where the item is. So I'm very confused here.
Oh, I
don't understand why he didn't go there.
Well, he has this room as well.
No, it's not this room. Yeah, we're gonna see it on Dem's side very shortly. Yeah, it's a wide open room. I don't understand why he didn't grab that. Like, that's the kind of play that could cost you a race. Like, I'm very, very confused at what just happened there.
Well, out of bombs doesn't necessarily matter, because, like, it's an open door.
Yeah, he didn't need bombs to do it.
We'll see what it is.
Wide open door. Wait, this is not a stair room. No, there's one more room. Oh, no, it's the one after this one. So, yeah, I'm very confused. Like, this is just the next room. It's got to be a push block room. It's got to be the item.
You know, well, see...
No, it's not. What? This... Oh, it's the Goma room. It's the Goma room.
Alrighty.
I forgot about the Goma room. Oh, gosh. Okay, well. I mean, Fury is right in a sense. Yeah, he's not going to go back for the Triforce.
I wonder if he's
kind of
thinking
a slow
about...
Triforce get.
Because, like, Fury knew he couldn't bomb into that Dig Dogger room. So I wonder if he was thinking it was, like, a particular kind of room he doesn't need to go in.
Yeah.
There's a candle.
Oh, you know what? Wait, no, wait. Nah, he couldn't have known. Yeah, because it was just a regular room. Because for a moment there, I thought maybe he was counting his old men rooms, but no, that wasn't the case. Because like he hadn't seen that room. Like he should have checked that room. It's not going to cost him, as it turns out. We're gonna see if the other raft spot has anything.
Nope. Well, okay, let's take any cave.
We take the heart. Fury already bought a potion, so we're gonna take the heart. So depending on what's underneath these candle spots, the fact that Dem bought arrows earlier and is now only at 46 rupees could become problematic because he's not gonna be able to afford that candle.
I think it's likely he will get the Triforce out of here, though, so that will put him up to 4.
Yep, he's going to take the Triforce lead, but in a 5-try seed, I don't know if that matters. Like, worst case scenario for... that's not the right tree. Worst case scenario for Fury is he goes back later and picks it up. That is our start screen, so the having a money-making game on your start screen is useful if money becomes an issue at any point.
Now, do we get greedy? Are we checking? We're checking the left room.
Yeah, and that's going to cost... And yeah, chat pointing out there's still lots of money out there. So it's not like he's not going to be able to buy his candle, but in the process of getting to that location where the candle was, Fury didn't pick up any extra money. So it's just going to be a little bit delayed for him getting his candle.
And we have plenty of level to do that is not candle blocked as well. So little time before it will come into play.
If you're going to buy those bombs, that might mean a Death Mountain play in the not too distant future, but I think we're going to burn down the forest first. And we're already up to 10 hearts, which means if we happen upon Magic Sword, might be able to pick it up. And yeah, Demgame is spending a lot of time to get this Triforce. It's a lot of time spent not being able to progress. Ah, darn, that would have been so cool if that had been the 10 heart Magic Sword that you just got the 10 hearts for.
Yeah, it would have been amusing as well. Like, you can pick up the magical sword, and we have no idea where the white sword item is, but already guaranteed on that.
Yeah, and the white sword item it's always a little scary, especially in these 5-try seeds when you don't know what the white sword item is.
So DEM does take the Triforce lead.
Now the interesting question is, Fury going to go back to level 7 to check on that Goma? Find level 6. We can do level 6. We're going to do level 6. Yeah, and Dem, having not even seen a candle, is going to spend some time in Death Mountain.
We have 6 bombs and 6 keys for level 6.
Useful. Alright, there's our large secret, 129. So he's going to be able to afford a candle when he happens upon it. Yeah, for his sake, hopefully it's not the rare shop. And bow for Fury. Wow. Okay, so that's really good for Fury. He just needs silvers for go mode. Probably gonna just try and get this Triforce and get out. It'd be interesting to see what he does. I think if it were me, I'd go back to 7 and see if the silvers are there.
Yeah, is it gonna be Goma mode?
And you know, it's a little scary because the silvers aren't in 9. We're searching for 1, 5, and 8, whichever one it is.
If silvers are in 7, this could be... Like, we're 35 minutes in, but it's one of those seeds where if it's in 7, it's approaching land speed records again.
Yep. Oh, any roads. Right near the vanilla start. And vanilla 3. And northwest corner, that's good. Yeah, Fury's going to give up on this Triforce at level 6. It looks like he was somewhat blocked there. Thought it was going to work out well because that compass, and then the old man decided to just block us.
So we're getting options. South Coast is done, as DEM has headed back to Death Mountain to start on, well, I guess technically the grave area, start on some of these spots.
Yeah, we've seen all these spots except the recorder spots. Gonna buy bombs. Fury's about to find those any roads. It's gonna be interesting to see what he does with them. I think it's the screen above here, though.
And there goes all of his money.
Yeah, the only thing he has left to buy is arrows, which, you know, maybe he needs to buy, maybe he doesn't. Well, I mean, you want to buy them now that you have a bow. It's bomb drop. Alright, maybe I had it wrong where I thought it was in one of those start spot caves, but Fury's not taking them, so I'm thinking I might have saw that wrong.
No, I think you were right. May have been more east of here.
Alright, level 1 at the Vanilla Wood Sword Cave, and we're definitely going to dig this. 7 keys going into level 1 is also really, really nice, because level 1 sometimes just likes to eat all your keys up. Art in the stair. No, the chat's saying Fury has seen the roads. Okay, so I obviously missed that.
So that makes sense. He just gets to skip them on the return visit. Got the Pole's voice set in here as well.
Wand and White Sword, we're still going to be able to make quick work. Obviously, he would prefer to have the bow, or sorry, the arrows to go with his bow.
This is just segmented by one room missing.
Yeah, yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to clear this room here. Fury skipped this earlier because it doesn't drop, and he'd already seen the stair item. But now that he knows it's segmented, he's going to clear this room.
DM finds level 8 also near Vanilla Start.
Yeah, which means Fury's gonna find that next.
So dueling 2-item dungeons.
Yeah, I like Fury's position here better, because he's gonna know that there's nothing in... If there's... Yeah. So far, there's nothing in 1. He's gonna know there's nothing in 1 if there's nothing in 1. And then he'll have incentive to dig... maybe dig 8, maybe not. Whereas Dem is gonna Well, maybe not. He might just take that Triforce and leave. I think that would be a reasonable play.
Yeah, you know exactly pinpoint where your item is in 7, and you have a lot of the other available places to have an item in just these 2 screens right here.
Now, the difference, Dem doesn't have a bow yet.
Yeah, he absolutely needs to get over the South Coast.
Will be the Triforce in level 1 for Fury, and we can't even get it. It's a Goma blocked, and he doesn't have arrows yet.
So this dude likes Gomas.
Oh my god.
Got a Fairy Explosion and a key in one.
Was that that was the second heart? Yeah, 2 hearts and a boomerang in level 1, so whole lot of sadness in level 1. So I imagine, yeah, Fury's gonna find this level 8, and he's probably gonna dig it. And he might just grab, I mean, there's a Triforce in here that's pretty easy to get. There's a hint shop that we don't have a book for, so we can just ignore that for now. Yeah, finding that large secret would be really good for Fury. Alternatively, finding silvers in 8 would be really good for Fury. You don't even have to think about going to 7, but we'll see. We'll see what he does.
Oh yeah, that's true, because he can just walk back into 1 for a Triforce.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Fury has 2 Triforces available to him and an item available to him in level 7. But he needs to buy arrows for one of them. I don't think he ever goes back for the Trident 6. That one is pretty well lost to him at this point. This is a terrible room to have traps in.
Oh, that's oh boy.
All right, we're gonna bail on level 8. Oh, we're gonna. Oh wow, this is gonna be some farming. Fury wants those arrows.
This is great to have.
Shame. Okay,
wow.
He's gonna get 2 on the second try. Funny thing is, if he goes in the cave just a little bit above, and we find Dem is in level 1, finds the first heart.
I feel like I haven't seen too many people use the start screen money-making game when it's there, and that's a great use of it.
Yeah, Fury is a huge advocate of that, and yeah, you know, he's a big another player. It's a really big advocate of those start screen or near start screen money-making games is Scytown. So you know, a couple of really good runners doing that, making that play. Fury's gonna buy these arrows, and I think he's gonna buy these arrows. He's gonna go back to level 7 and try for the item there, and then he's gonna probably go back to 1 and get the Triforce. Get the Triforce out of 7, get the Triforce out of 1, and then head back to 9 and look for your silvers there. At this point, we have an item in 7 and 2 items in 8, 2 items in. And buy some more bombs. We're gonna buy some more bombs. It's gonna do some of Death Mountain. Maybe do the checks on the way back to 7. That'd be reasonable.
This is such a weird seed because we have all levels. We don't have the white sword item, so that could be worrisome. But we have all levels and we got to completely ignore the Deadwoods.
Yeah. Unless the white sword item's there. Yeah, in fact, this candle isn't even required for... Yeah, there's some... Yeah, the any rose. Fury's not going to take them. But yeah, I mean, Dem still doesn't even have a candle. Looks like he might not even need it. Fury might be looking for the white sword item at this point. Well, that's all the money in the sea. Well, that's all the large secrets anyway. Yeah, Dem should just leave. It's 5 Triforce seed. You've already got 5 Triforces. You don't need this.
You want the short walk to the health refill, or did we miss something? Oh, is he not bounding down to the boomerang?
Yeah, he might not have seen the boomerang. Alright, I think this is going to be Fury going back to 7 now. You find out what the item is in 7, and then I think you just go to 9. So yeah, because we've seen all our dungeons, right? Well, have we seen 5? Where's 5?
5 is at the Great Push Block. Just haven't been back for a while.
Oh right, because we saw that super early when. Okay, yeah, because Fury did that. Did the checks over there early.
Hey, sent back into the cave.
Alright, let's find out what this item in level 7 is. Is it anything good? Is it our silvers? It's the any key! Okay. I don't think that's what Fury was hoping to find, but, like, you'll take it. He has enough keys that's not as much of an impact as you want it to be.
And we can do the walk back to the Triforce, because still need a couple of those.
Yeah, and he's got decisions to make. You could go back to 1 and get the try there, or you could go, look in one of these other dungeons, 5 or 8. Or, there's still that white sword item. But I think he's going to head to 9. I think he's going to get the try out of 1 and head to 9. Dem's going to find his candle soon, which is, we'd still, white sword item could still be behind the candle in Deadwoods, so if that's silvers, that's huge.
Yeah, and I think without him...
Lucky for him, he's got it was a 13 rupee small secret.
Yeah.
Because he was going to overflow on that one.
And I think without him having seen level 5, I think maybe he's got that in his mind as well for continuing Overworld.
Now there's the candle pickup for Dem. This will be the Triforce for Fury. Chat asking if Fury's going to go for mags again. I doubt it. It's kind of out of the way of everything else.
Yeah, it's not really on your walk to one of these other levels or 9.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, actually, look, I think Fury's going to do West Death Mountain looking for that white sword item. Or, oh no, he's going to take the Any roads, and he's going to see...
Going to 1, or not.
Right, yeah, because he can get to 1 from there, which is really nice. And there's level 3. Or not level 3, but the level 3 location. And now he's in Death Mountain. Gonna clear this. Dem Gaming is gonna go ahead and buy 2 potions. 2 blues is cheaper than, and it's a red candle. That is not what you're hoping for. He grabs it because, I don't know. I'm not sure the candle is actually useful at this point. Okay, now he's got a decision to make. Am I going to get... he needs to get a Triforce. You need to go back somewhere to get a Triforce. Is he going to go back to 1 and get the try and go to 9? Is he going to go to... Looks like this might be level 5. The Triforce out of 5 while looking for the silvers. I think that's a pretty good play.
Yeah, sure.
And we might have both our runners in level 5 at the same time, because that's the route that Dem's going is going to lead him to that direction. And there's the other hint shop that we really don't care about, because we don't have a book.
5 is going to be the most potential of new information, so I like this.
Yep, I do too. I'd have gone to 9, but... So, this will at least give him a 50-50 silvers and 9 if the silvers are not in here. And Dem's gonna dig it for sure, because he's still looking for that bow.
Finally defeated those gels that we couldn't do anything about way earlier.
Yeah, I know. Oof. Those dark nuts not playing nice. Fierce. You know what? I don't feel like killing you guys yet. We'll come back here if we need to. Here's the Triforce. And you know what? I would grab that for the refill and go right back in.
Yeah,
But
on
the item could
half
just
a
be here.
heart.
Oh, it's just transport. And Dem gonna join Fury in this level 5. Fury didn't see that heart. We now know it's a stair.
Ow.
And this is why I would have grabbed the Triforce. I think Fury will get this heart now because doesn't want to go to the I don't know why you wouldn't go to the left there. No, you know why? Because he had
Yeah, he has it.
He had that. He got that his first trip in.
That's the room I was misremembering earlier.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. He's gonna grab the try.
Now we do have
Yeah,
recorder.
Does he go back in though? Are you going back in? Nope, he's not going back in. This is getting really interesting if Dem finds silvers here. We know he's not gonna find the bow. Fury's gonna go into 9. Now, silver's being... What Dem needs, honestly, is silver's in 8. Because silver's in 5. That's the first place Fury goes back to, I think, if he gets kicked out of 9. And Dem still needs to find the bow in 6. And I think he's going to do all of Death Mountain before he gets to that. And of course, the next best thing for Fury in this level 9 is going to be a book. There is the argument to be made that if the book decides to show up in level 9, that you immediately leave to buy hints. And he knows where all those hints are now. And it's a Wizroad 9, yay.
Yay! DAM's not messing around with this Dark Note room, he opts to potion up. Just to get through it.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. Another bomb upgrade. Now we have money to get it. Fury's killing some of these easier rooms, hoping for a map.
I mean, even with the max rupees, I think you, like, if you get a book in here, I think you try to stick it out in here as much as you can first and see if there's a rogue silver's hint lying around for your other item.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Well, the book is not. There's the book. I don't know that Dem's found the hint shops yet. But yeah, he's going to have the opportunity to buy those hints. That book's not going to be useful to Fury, because by the time he gets to 5 and gets that book, he's going to know at that point that the answer is an 8 if it's not in 9. We're now 50-50.
DM knows of the Recorder Lake Hint Shop, which is a little bit out of the way.
Okay. You're right. Picking up a rupee boss when you have full money just feels weird.
What if a rupee boss was like, nope, you have nowhere to put me?
I know, right? That'd be funny. I guess if you have arrows, you can spend your arrows.
Yeah, we just gotta call out that DEM doesn't have hint money, but that large secret just solved that problem.
Yeah.
Here he got stuck in a nothing room on the other side of a staircase.
Oof. Not what you want to see if you're Fury, especially considering he doesn't have... He's only got that one bomb now. He'll use the potion if he has to here. Yeah, I agree with Chaos Finale, our tracker. I would buy those hints immediately. Even if it just eliminates some dungeons for you, that's enough to get me to you know, like people. I think people discount the eliminating dungeons. Now it might just give you all stuff you know, but you know you've got, you know, you can save and you can go over there.
Rolling out 8 would be really nice. Or I guess proving that you have to go into 8.
Yeah.
Just the information is nice.
I mean, what I'd want was to roll out 6. Now, that's not going to happen. It's either going to tell you what's in 6. I'm sure Fury was hoping that was going to be the silvers themselves, since he spent a lot of time in that room. And if this is the answer to, say, Ganon, you're going to have to do that room again.
And yeah, Chad also with the correct statement that we don't have important items in 9, so Power Bracelet does have to be an 8, so it's more like a 2/3 chance.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That is a really good point. Okay, we now know we can get to this room without going through the whiz rope. And there's a Ganon roar.
We done with Wall Masters? Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna assume that Ganon is above that room. I don't know that we've seen what's to the right, so it could also be to the right. Well, we just found Zelda.
It's a Zelda find. Not
yeah,
all that
Dem's
far
in
away.
Level 8, which if this is the silvers would be pretty big. But yeah, you're right. Or you and Chad are correct. This is going to be a power bracelet and something else. What that and is, we don't know.
But DM doesn't know that because he doesn't know where 6 is at all, so...
Right, exactly. Oh, good bomb pack for Fury.
We're getting a little value out of any key.
Yeah, we actually don't have the path to Ganon yet, because we didn't try bombing to the right in that room. Ganon is to the right of that room where we heard the roar. And down from here, and we're going to see what this is. And it's just a transport. That Patra is not exactly something you want to deal with right now.
Yeah, we're gonna be skipping the heavy combat if we can, given that this is also Wizrobes.
Yep. And Fury's gonna go ahead and grab 1 rupee, so when he walks back, that room will drop, and maybe, just maybe, the map will show up. And another death in level 8 for Dem Gaming. You're doing a nice job with this Patra. He's gonna push. Do we get an item? We are running out of transport stairs, but 9 does have 6 of them, so, you know.
This is a new room.
It is a new room. And we can go to the right. Fury's thinking about it. We can also go to the left, but I think we've been in this room.
Again,
the Ganon roar again.
We have a path.
Ah, that's why he wanted to check that room. That totally makes sense. Chad asked if that's 5 transports so far. I have not been counting.
And then that is
so
just...
I don't know.
That is just under the Patra, so back to start of 9.
Good clip to get around the red wizard ups there.
Fury has 4 sets of transports marked off.
Okay. Yeah, Fury knows why. I'm pretty certain Fury is one of those players that will only track his 9s.
Yep.
But will track 9.
And even then, what he's currently tracked is, like, he just has the staircases and Ganon marked off, and he can probably remember where Zelda is.
And another transport. Right, new territory. Gotta be careful of these Lionels, though.
Go all the way up to the top, which is kind of unseen.
Oh, you gotta do this room. You gotta do it. I might even, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say I would have gone to the previous room to use the potion, but yeah, you gotta use the potion here. You can't die here. We've seen apparently 5 staircases. This is gonna be very likely an item. Yeah. In the meantime, Dem Game is still in this level 8. Has not found any of the items yet. Ooh, down to... Oh, it's not even a stair! Wow. Game. Both our runners... I see the statement, Dem only finding pain. Both our runners finding a lot of pain. Yeah, I think I just up A out of this room. We're down to 2 hearts anyway.
That is quite the coverage.
Yep. We're getting to the point where Fury is going to either have to start forcing bombs or leave for bombs. Now, I say that, but there is a red wizard room very early, and red wizards are often a really good place to get bombs. Is this one new? I feel like we've probably been in this room before.
I think that is his staircase 1, so I was just checking if there was a bomb wall that he didn't see before.
That's fair. Oh, good bomb drop, though. I think he was hoping the Gleeok was hiding the map, though. Oh, Silver's on the floor in 8!
Oh my.
Fury needs to get out of here. Or find these items quickly, and this 8 has just not been kind.
5 Triforce Seed. This is the kind of thing that can happen where we have so much we can do. Banking on 9 is not a bad play with what Fury knows. But that's the odds.
Now, the good news for Fury, Dem is going to stay in here, looking for the bow, and still needs to find level 6. Doesn't have much left, though. Alright, I think we found some more new territory here for Fury.
Yeah, sticking around in here will get him the red ring, which maybe helps with having to wade through back through some of these rooms.
Yeah, I guess... Oh, yeah, okay, there's a wall master in here. We're gonna push this block now. And it's another transport! Problem for Fury, though, he's got to get to 8, and he probably goes to 5 first. Or do you go for the 2 items in 8? Maybe. Maybe you go for the 2 items in 8. There's that red ring. And the other good thing for Fury is he knows where Gan is, he knows where Zelda is. So when he does get back to 9 with silvers, he's just going to be able to finish it.
I think 5 is technically easier to get to just by virtue of Recorder. But even then, like, do you do the walk because it's 2 items?
There it is.
And we're out. Level 6 is on the south coast. And yeah, we're going to 5, as you said.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. This shouldn't take too long. And once he finds this, he's going to be able to... Well, he didn't ever get the Triforce out of 1, so he can't record to 1.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with that. Like, our start screen is not the worst for walking back to it, but this is... You can just use the recorder and go right here.
And you know what? I'm not even sure Fury grabs this book. Because once he finds the book, he's going to know that the answer is in level 8.
The double ladder clip just to not deal with this room.
I know, right? He's just, yeah. So this book doesn't even do him any good. Like, this book literally does nothing for him. Like, there's no reason for him to buy hints. He's going to know exactly what dungeon he needs to go to. He's got 9 all mapped out, so the 9 hints aren't going to help him. But yeah, he's going to make quicker work at this level 8 once he gets in here. This could be the power bracelet for Dem Gaming. And this should be the book for Fury. Fury, you don't need this. You don't need it. You don't need it. He's going to take it. Okay.
Well, maybe the one thing it'll do, it'll be shorter messages along the way.
Yeah, maybe. Fury knows everything he needs to know. Dem still needs to get this power bracelet out of 8 so he can get out of here to go find 6. We still haven't found a map to either one of these dungeons.
I would love to see them. 7 was so small.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the Triforce. Fury's like, I could have gotten that Triforce quickly. Oh, man.
Oh, shucks.
Like, this is still a situation. Like, I still give Fury a bit of an edge here, just because he's got that red ring. He's just gonna be able to move through a lot faster. He's got all the information he needs out of level 9, and he doesn't have to go back to 6. And Dem doesn't even know where 6 is. But it's not over. And Fury realizes this could be a floor item. This is not where the silvers were, I don't think. I don't recall it being on a black floor. Even though these rooms do like to drop in every dungeon. Which is why Fury clears it.
I guess the one thing that would be really good for DEM is taking the power bracelet out of here, going directly to the east, and knocking out that PB spot and also the south coast while you're there.
Yeah. That's true, because for him, he might be checking that those power bracelet spots. I mean, I think that's all he has. I mean, he might have, I don't know if he did East Death Mountain, but I think that's all he has, is the power bracelet spots and the coast. And silvers for Fury.
And funnily enough,
now,
a lot of candle spots for DM.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So candle not required. Candle not required? No, candle not required. Unless you want magic sword.
That is really weird and interesting. There's so many candle spots in the world, but we're back to level 9. We have silver arrows.
Yeah, Fury knows the path again, and Fury knows the path to Zelda. It shouldn't take him much longer. Has the red ring, so the fact that he only has 3 hearts should be fine. Yeah, chat calling this a cool seed. I'll bet when we talk to our runners, they might not agree with it.
Oh, look at that leggy on the 8. DM's
Oh
been
my
in that
God.
whole thing.
Oh, that 8 is disgusting.
Oh,
Well, there's the Goma creeps along the
nice.
coast, so that's at least something.
So then you should go directly to the coast.
Yeah. So, interestingly enough, the path that Fury eventually found again is the one he has to take. He's tried to bomb to the right here, and it won't bomb. And yeah, I also agree with the same person in chat. I totally agree. It made for a very entertaining seed. There's the power bracelet for Dem Gaming.
You sure you don't want to pick that up? But Fury does find Ganon with the white sword.
Nah, he doesn't need to pick it up because of the hint to level 6 is on the coast. Very nice Ganon fight from Fury. Just needs to go up and around and to the left, and that will be Zelda.
Oh, I was worried that there was a power bracelet spot that counted as coast, but yeah, we just go coast.
Yeah, the one up in the northeast, I believe, is Lost Hills technically, even though you can hear the water.
I remember that one changed over time, but here we go.
I think it did.
Here's a Zelda.
Get your GGs in chat for FurySK, finishing with an official race time of 1:11.18. The math nerd in me wishes he had finished 7 seconds earlier, but what do you do? And Dem Gaming, having just found level 6, knows the bow is here, has forfeited from the race. He's not going to finish it out, and I don't blame him. He spent a lot of time in that 8.
We can invite these two in for a conversation.
All right, just waiting on them. You know, I don't even recall hearing anyone play. Yeah, I mean, I know we moved around with the recorder. We got the Super Mario Brothers 3 theme. I think I just didn't even notice it. And we do have FurySK joining us. How scary was that?
Yeah, it's not fun full clearing.
In a 5-try seed, yeah. It was really interesting because, you know, Dem Gaming just found level 6 for the bow when you finished. He found the silvers on the floor in 8 while you were in 9.
Yeah, that's a really awkward gamble because I don't have book, but I know Power Bracelet is one of the 3 outside. You don't know which dungeon it is, so you either gamble on 5 and get hit with the Power Bracelet knowledge, or you get into 8 and you find Power Bracelet. You feel equally awkward because it's just a bunch of rooms at that point for either a floor silvers or a staircase number 2 silvers. And GG DM.
Yeah, GG. I'm hearing that the bow is 2 rooms in.
Yeah, it pretty much was.
Yep.
I had full dungeon knowledge. I mean, at that point, because the item in 7 was bow block, so obviously it couldn't be the bow. And
Yeah.
once I saw the power bracelet. Oh yeah. The red candle was the white sword item.
Or not red candle, excuse me. It was any key that was underneath that Goma. Sorry, I got it mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually, for once, I didn't really have much of a key issue. So.
Yeah, I want to say 7 hooked you all up with a lot of keys.
Yeah. Like, a lot of early seeds I saw in this were just dungeons eating keys, but then you both got into 7, and that seemed to set you for the rest of it.
Yeah, I kind of wish I wouldn't have gone back to 3 several times for the Triforce, but, I just kept thinking, it's right there, I know exactly where the Triforce is. I kept getting key blocked out of there, but...
You check mags at all, or where were you at heart-wise?
I never even saw mags, and I've got like 13 hearts or something.
4 spot 2 or so north of level 6, roughly.
Yep.
No,
literally,
I didn't find a candle until I only had like 1 dungeon left.
Literally, the only thing under the candle that was, I mean, there might have been like secrets and stuff, but that mags was it. The candle, completely not required.
Yeah, that's what I once I had my 5 Triforces, as long as I keep finding dungeons to dig, I'm not gonna search out a candle. And it just that's frustrating that I just never routed in the coast, because I usually route in the coast while I'm burning the forest.
Yeah, and then you never had the candle, so you just it totally makes sense. Yeah. I mean, the plays you made perfect sense. Digging deep into 8, like that was your best chance, was finding those silvers in 8. And for a moment, it looked like you had a pretty good. I mean, you kept it close by doing that. Like, for a moment, you had a shot. It just really came down to how quickly was Fury going to find those silvers when he got back into 8. Fury, I got to ask you.
Oh,
though.
You didn't.
Yeah,
you didn't find silvers first trip in.
I just ignored 8 when I got, stuck in a room. I think it was the room before it. I think you had to click, maybe 2 rooms before, but it was that silly 6 room with the traps.
Yeah, and so you had to, because I was like, well, the game will never require you to clip through this, so there's got to be a workaround. I'll be honest, when I saw those silvers, my heart just dropped, because that was almost the last thing I wanted to see. I'd already made my mind up that I was just going to gamble on silvers in 9, and I wanted to see the bow, and I saw the silver, and I was like, oh god, that means I have to keep digging this awful dungeon.
Yeah,
that's funny, but I always want to find silvers for a bow in these.
Yeah, that was the last item outside of Power Bracelet I needed to find, essentially the full item every single dungeon.
Power Bracelet was deep in 8.
So I got a question for you, Fury. When you found the book in level 5, I don't think it had any use for you. Did you consider not picking it up?
I just went ahead and grabbed it because there's still stuff across the water that could have implied, or a recorder or something, so I would know whether or not I needed to focus on a specific pathing in 8 when I got there. That was about the only use it was going to have.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't even think about that. I thought, just you already knew where all the things were in 9, so it wasn't going to help you out in 9. You already, and once you picked the book out of 5, then you knew the silvers were going to be in 8. So just at that point, the use just was pretty minimal. But yeah, that makes sense.
I figured the
you
time
got into
loss
9 pretty early.
Oh yeah, I think 51 minutes ish.
Gotcha.
It was if you hadn't been in there yet, it's bad. It's Wizrobe Lionel.
Wizrobes, Wizrobe Lionels.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
And the way that I have to Ganon is through a 8 blue Lionel, I think, maybe 6, but there's a lot of blue Lionels in the Diamond Staircase and the Shutter Door North. That was really the only way to get there. There wasn't a lot of bad Wizrobe rooms in 9. There's one silly push block early on that was bad, but
and then there was the one up in the northwest where the single block that you cleared that was nothing. That was I'm sure great.
Oh yeah, that was an awful looking room.
Yep.
Yeah, Red Ring and Magical Boomerang are roughly northeast-ish, central northeast-ish of the level 9, but you have to go down to the southeast corner to take a staircase up there, and then go left, and then find a magic bomb wall, or find whatever in the world was guarding that map. That was your only way to find that spot.
We never found.
So I never saw mags, and I also never saw a blue ring shop, or I would have totally bought a blue ring, because
blue ring is one left of your start. it's on Candle Row. So there's one there, and then there's another one. I want to say Death Armos is another screen, maybe. No, it was. There's at least 3 or 4. I saw one in Death Mountain and one on Candle Row for sure.
Maybe I did all of Death Mountain, so maybe I did see one and just didn't register it.
Or maybe we just didn't have the money for it, because like, the big secrets were good enough, and I think you both eventually got to all of them, but just finding that blue ring shop in the middle of nowhere without the money to pay for it.
It was definitely up and down money wise.
Yep.
Shout out to the gambling game.
Yeah, that was the second try on the money to get your arrows.
Yeah, I was out of money because I wasn't finding large secrets for a long time. I invested in a potion early, and that kind of hurt, I guess, because I couldn't get the arrows. So then started gambling games, saw the plus 74 sitting in there, missed it the first time, got lucky the second time a little bit. But it's really only a matter of time if it's on your start screen, which is where the gambling game was.
See, I never even burned any of that. The only thing that I used the candle for was Dead Woods. And that was just because I routed it like in coming off of Death Mountain, basically. I think that was how I did it.
Dem, you saw hint shops though, right? Did you?
I did see hint shops, and I kept thinking I should just up a save and go buy those hints and see if there's one for the bow. But it just, I mean, you know how it is. Once the race room hits an hour and your opponent hasn't finished it, you've got one eye on the race room and one eye on the game, and yeah, you're just like, go.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I would have been hoping for if in your situation, was something to tell me not to go into 6. Of course, if it said anything about 6, it would have been go into 6, right?
The only thing that helped me was there was actually a hint in 8. One of the old men in 8 said, Goma creeps along the coast. So as soon as I saw the power bracelet in 8, I was like, oh, beeline for the coast.
Yeah,
I kind of had to stop because I was like, is that? I couldn't remember if that push block in Lost Hills was along the coast or not.
That's considered. It's a confusing one because it is now considered Lost Hills, but I think at one point it was considered coast. I think it was changed just to weigh it a little bit better. Make it a little more even because a lot of I've said this before. A lot of the areas don't really fit their areas, but it makes things more even. The best example being the desert would have 3 second quest only spots if we only literally said desert, So I mean, it works out pretty evenly.
Yeah, what'd your early route look like? You go northeast pretty quickly?
Yeah, I got into 3 and found the white sword on the floor at like 2 minutes in. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I had the white sword.
Yeah,
so you had it ahead of me, but we both essentially made the same route once I did some silly stuff in the west first.
Yeah, you two were in lockstep until then Fury went left and found 9, and then you split off from there.
Yep.
Yeah, well, as soon as I found that ladder in 4, I'm just all about getting those free items, and so I was like, I want that coast item, whatever it is, because if I go down there and it's a red ring, that's a huge thing for me. Like, sure. I mean, Fury's good enough that he doesn't need a ring, but for me, that's like the great equalizer, because then I wouldn't have taken 10 deaths.
Would have been nicer at 9. I found it before, like the last thing I found, essentially.
Yeah.
So I think I was deathless until that 9, and then I was chugging potions and getting beat up really bad in 9.
Yeah, the thing I found funny about that level 3 is that you walk in, you get a bomb pack, which, when I'm doing these early swordless digs, getting a free bomb pack, I'm excited, and especially in that area where you've got like a bunch of bomb spots, and then you walk in the next room, and then there's another bomb pack, so you've got 8 bombs, and then in the next room was the white sword. I'm like, wow.
Yep. I felt real good at that point. I was like, I really hope that Fury went left, that went to the west side of the map. And then, because then also the wood sword was at 1Q5 at the top of Lost Hills. So I was like, if he went west, he might not have even got his wood sword for quite a while. And I was like, but yeah.
I did the weird kind of vanilla one into the rogue Death Mountain spot into like the grave, open caves, Armos, and level 5's location. This one. But then after that, I think I checked the Death Armos and then decided I want to go off to the east because that's the next round of Armos that you can go find, and there's open caves if I don't find something that gives me combat. But the early white sword into early wand had a little bit of key trouble, probably same as you, and I think went back to 3 once I got the keys up to at least 3 or 4, just so I could get that Triforce in case. Well, I think I found 9 and realized that I was going to basically be able to get in at 5, and wanted to make sure I had some to work with, because you never know where Triforces are going to be. I worked all the way up in 6 to the room before the Triforce, thanks to the compass, and it's old man guarded, can't bomb out of that room, so I had to give up on that. I got deep into 1, bow and arrows both required for that one. Got trapped in 7 next to a blue... I got a blue Wizrobe shutter door room, 2 rooms away from the Triforce, hoping that there was an item in there.
That was so rude.
I got both of you.
Yeah, so I just kept trying to find, Triforces in other dungeons, and I gave up on 1s in the end and just ended up digging the 1 out of 5, because I was like, well, I kind of want to get the item out of here, just to eliminate that, because if it's not the raft, then it's 66%, otherwise it's 50-50. Or not raft, power bracelet. But yeah, 50-50 if it's...
There was an interesting moment that had me a little bit confused, Fury, when you were in level 7 and you get the bomb upgrade, and then there was an open door to your right that you never went in. And, we thought for all the world that was going to be the item, forgetting about the Goma, and then when Dem checked it out later, we're like, oh yeah, it's the Goma. Is there a reason why you didn't go into that room? just didn't even think about it, just didn't realize? I mean, it was just weird.
I could take a look. I thought I cleared everything except for the Goma blocked one, but it's possible. Yeah, I know there was back side-by-side old men in there. I believe. No, there's a dark room on the left.
Yep, that's right.
Bomb upgrade.
The bomb upgrade.
I thought I went into the room to the right and saw nothing of note in there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, and I could have missed it, that you going in there. It turned out to be a pointless moat, which was not, as you know, is not going to drop in level 7, so it was pretty pointless.
Yeah. That, and I already had the 4 item, I think, at that point, so it was just like, nope, this isn't the staircase going.
Yep. Yeah, there was a heart relatively early, I want to say, in that level 7. That level 7 was just... I mean, it was a pretty small 7, which, makes sense, because he had a huge 8.
Yeah, it was just like it was a, non-segmented dungeon, because you couldn't get through that old man to get to the Triforce.
Yep, that's right, which made it that much more difficult. And I kind of liked the way, I even said you all should have left the Triforce in 3, and then if you needed it, get it right before 9 for the free refill, but, it's not a huge deal.
Well, if I would have knew that the, I hadn't found 9 at that point yet, but also if I would have known that the recorder was the coast item, you could just record her back to 2 and get it real quick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. When you went back into 3, Dem, I don't think you'd seen 9. Fury went back into 3 after seeing 9, but it wasn't that deep a Triforce. You knew where it was. It just a matter of spending a couple keys. It's unfortunate for you, Dem. It's like you spend the key and then get plopped again.
Yeah. I spent the key, then it was couldn't get. Yeah, that was honestly, I feel like that was probably my only real bad decision. Obviously looking back on it, I shouldn't have dug 8, but at the time it was 50-50. I have 1 item left in 8, or I have to go find level 6 and dig the item out.
Yep.
But the only regret I really have is that Triforce in 6, in 3, just because I saw so many other Triforces along the way that I walked past, because I'm like, I already have my 5 Triforces. Yep. I could have easily gotten a 5th Triforce elsewhere.
All right. So that's that's means for you, Dem. I know you'll be doing more commentary, but that's otherwise that's the end of the tournament for you. Thoughts about it?
I was really apprehensive at first, because I was not doing well with this flag set in practice leading up to it. So I'm just ecstatic that I made the upper bracket. This is my first tournament that I've done besides my rookie rumble 2 years ago. So to qualify for the championship bracket, I'm just happy about that. And to be honest, I'm almost kind of relieved that it's over, because I've been just stressing so much about, every week. So now I can just relax, watch everybody else play, and do my commentary thing behind the scenes. And I honestly might take a little break from Z1R. I'm starting to get a little burned out. Maybe just do Seed of the Week or something, and maybe start learning a new game
at the end of tournaments. But congratulations for making as far as you did.
Thank you.
And
GG to Fury.
Moving on, let's. I should have brought this up.
Someone that loves Yeah, it's someone that loves rolling trolley seeds. You should be able to figure it out from there.
It sounds like a Jess Andy.
It is.
Are you gonna let her? Are you gonna let her roll her own seed in that race?
Yeah, sure. She can have it. But yeah, again, GG's to DM, and thanks for helping out a lot this week on commentary. Me and you and a whole bunch of other people were basically on there every night working hard, including other people in the booth now. So definitely got a lot of races aired that may or may not have made it if the same group could just keep going and chugging through them. And thanks for being willing to work out a Saturday race so we get out of the way of a lot of the heavy Monday through Wednesday, and in this case Thursday crowd.
Yeah.
I feel like we should thank you for helping us out as well, because I know you've like solo crewed a race just to get on the air as well.
Yeah, everybody does their part.
I think I think all the Hyrule bracket races have been restreamed. I think only like maybe 2 or 3 as a lower bracket, which considering how many races are in this first week, that's pretty good. I think we've done well, but yeah, it's yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody. First of all, thank our runners. If you're not already following them, go ahead and hit that follow button. I assume it's... Yep, there we go. Thank you, Smile. And then we do have another race going on right now over on Speed Gaming 4. They are not done yet. That is the J. Coper Jam Evil race, which is a good old school matchup between 2 old school players. So I know I'm going to be tuning in over there in just a second. And of course, want to thank everybody, Smile Fires, for not only doing the commentary with me, but doing all the restreaming and setting us up. And of course, Chaos Finale, doing the tracking. So we have double MVPs because we got a tracker and a restreamer. Thank you to both of you.
Every time I do that, I just hope the sound is okay. Cause not as easy to listen to it.
Yeah, I think I didn't see any complaints, so I think we did okay. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Head on over to Speed Gaming 4, catch the end of that race, and we'll see you at the... I should actually see what else is on. There is other races on, but not for a little bit. But yeah, go ahead and head on over there. And we have, Speed Gaming 3, we have a low roll matchup, a second round matchup between BBQ and Hyo 24. That'll be at 8 o'clock over on Speed Gaming 3. So yeah, we'll see you there. And yeah, let's all head on over to Speed Gaming 4 and catch the end of that race. See you all later.
Yep.